Welcome back, everybody. It is Wednesday night, No Remorse Show, every Wednesday night, 8:30 Central Standard Time. We are back with an awesome guest again tonight. A lot of people are going to be super familiar with him. Some people maybe not, but we're going to cover all the bases we can with Ken. And some news from him today, too. Had a nice clutch cutting he can update us on. So sounds like the odds were pretty killer there. But start off the show by doing the same routine. We're going to tell everybody about Jamie's trivia at the end of the show. $10 in your pocket. Just listen throughout the show. She's going to pick a random topic. You get the answer, you get $10. Pretty simple. Forge coin, whatever we want to call it, but does not expire. You can use that for anything you want. See something more Forge you like? Hats, shirts, stickers. Maybe you just want to give it to a friend and have them stack money. Whatever you want to do with it, just got to let us know. But trick is to keep Cade Diesel from winning that. He seems to be the big coin leader. So anyway, yeah, not to get too crazy with things, but we're going to introduce some of the people from the chat because we certainly appreciate everybody coming out every week. That keeps us showing our mugs on here. First out of the gate, that's Dad. Tim, in here nice and early, apparently. Yeah, it is going to be a good show, Dad. Appreciate you coming out, though. Ken's always a good talk. And there's Mom right behind. They must have paired up and sat on the couch at the same time. Appreciate Mom coming out. Mom and Dad support. How many can say that? They're on every show. That's awesome. But Sammy, Pink Panther, he's got a shirt headed his way. He picked orange, of all things. We thought for sure pink, but you wanted orange. So you got one on the way, Sammy. That's coming out to you. Thanks for coming on, man. Kike, much love and support. That guy supports everyone, and he needs everyone to support him for a little bit. So take all that positive he put out there and turn it right back to him. He's going through a bit of a time and could use everybody's positive energy. Oh, and there's Ellie. Ellie, we have known for years and years, lives down in Texas now, but she was up here for a short while and a fantastic person. She's an animal person to the bone. So for her, this is probably fun just to see a different side in the reptiles. But got Vance from Blue Zombie. Vance was our very first guest, and he keeps coming back for more punishment. He seems to hand out just as much in the damn memes in our Instagram. We go back and forth pretty good. Then we got Will from the Python Portal. Appreciate you coming out too, Will. See you everywhere, man. Really appreciate the support. Might have to drag Will on here one week if he's willing.
Yeah.
We got Will's back to back. This is another guy I'd like to drag on the show at some point, but I don't know. He's kind of a feisty one, so we'll see if he'll agree to it too. But I'm going to pencil you guys in at some point.
Keep me around.
True. Will, thanks for coming out. Balls of Paradise. Not familiar with Balls of Paradise. I probably should know that name, but that's a new one to me. So maybe on Ken's side, I'm familiar with Ken coming out tonight. Appreciate it regardless, though. Thanks for coming out and checking us out. Green Line, appreciate you coming out too, man. You've been in here a lot. Seems like you catch most of them, so support's appreciated. And we got Vinny from Bone Daddy. He was one of the first couple Forge Coin winners. I think he snuck in there and actually beat Katie one week, so good on him.
Yeah, he did.
But if you need a cutting board, that's the guy to go to as well. I understand he makes some damn nice cutting boards with your logos all personalized, so hit him up. All City Serpents James, thank you, sir, for coming out. See him everywhere, and he's here every damn week. That could be another victim down the road. I hope. Are you guys taking notes on all these guests we have on? Because I'd like to talk to James, too. That'd be interesting. And we got Don D, and everybody knows what time it is when we get Don D in here. We just got to cue up the Purple Rain. It's just the way that works. The one chat participant that has his own damn song, but he's going to get it every week he comes in here. So appreciate you, Don. Much love, buddy. And Banna, bringing the party, people. Everything is good per usual, Banna. Now that you are here, we're ready to party too. So
heck yeah.
Let's keep pushing through this list. Appreciate it, Banna. Man, we always get different people in here and some of the same. Samuel DeHaven, Lord Samuel DeHaven of the Northern Province.
I bet there's a lady next to him.
Yeah, probably Em is sneaking in there too, but thank you so much, Sam. Appreciate seeing you here. And Ro, last week's guest. If you missed that show, go back and check it out. Ro's got a lot of interesting stuff going on and just a super nice guy besides. Couldn't have a better guest. So appreciate you,
I
Ro.
missed that show. Very sad about
Yeah,
that.
Yeah, you
out in
did.
Denver, working,
Yeah,
supposedly working.
Working.
Yeah. we got Fred from MTZ. Fred is here every week too. Appreciate you, Fred. Thanks for coming out. And T Keys, the man, the myth, the legend, just had his first whiskey episode, which went amazingly well. That was a fantastic idea, guys. You two are like peas and carrots when you get in there and you're talking back and forth. It's pretty comical stuff. But Logan, thanks for stopping out, man. Chat a little bit with Logan on and after shows. He's kind of a late night guy, but we got Will 217. Hopefully Will stays awake through this one. Sometimes he makes it all the way through those sophisticated ignorance, sometimes not. But I'm sure he's going to make it just fine. Jason Opelt, old family friend, keeps coming back in, putting up with us. Appreciate you too, Jason. Good to see you. And we got Jamie with Rising Phoenix. Yeah, this is one penciled into. We definitely want to talk to Jamie. He was thrown under the bus by another friend, so I think he's agreed that he's going to come on and chat with us on one of these episodes too. So yeah, we're going to wiggle that one in there. Where are you sitting, Jamie?
I'm scrolling.
Yeah, I've got a lot of duplicates. People saying hi out there.
Yeah. Here.
I'm anxious. I'm anxious to
friend
get Ken out there.
Jose.
Oh, Jose. Yeah, good to see Jose here. He had a great episode too. Was talking last weekend. We sat and watched that. Really good show. If you haven't seen his episodes, he does couples shows as well, which is a really interesting angle. I like that.
Yeah.
Smart guy, Jose. Bailey from Bailey's Royal Beauties. Appreciate her coming back in all the time too. She's got some nice stuff coming too, guys. Keep an eye on that one. She's breeding well. And Stan, Sea of Serpents, one of the RWO crew and one of Ken's cohorts on their weekly shows. He's always in the top corner with a gecko on his head.
Look at
Appreciate
this.
seeing you in here, Stan.
We got the
Double
star
dipper
of the night, double dipping.
Oh man,
double dipper, hitting those chats. Appreciate it, Ken. You'll get your chance out here. Hey, Brave, good to see you here too. Appreciate you coming out and catching the show.
Cool avatar, man.
Right. Oh, and Josh from Having a Ball. Good to see you too. Spent one night on Hair Down with him, kind of cutting it up. He's a comical guy, man. Josh is a good guy. He's got some heat too. Man, does he have some nice stuff in those racks over there. So we might have to do some business with Josh. Like what he's doing. Ashley, Nikita, probably both, maybe just Ashley, but either way, yeah, we got a couple of auction snakes from them that look absolutely fantastic. Of course, everybody knows they got hypo fire, and we wanted part of that. So we grabbed a couple up from them, and just super nice people all around. Don't know them? Go check them out. I don't know what you're doing if you don't know Pipstalkers. Oh, we got Tommy from Exotic World of Geckos. Those two, and I say those two, I'm going to say Jamie and Tommy. They're probably going to be cohorts here pretty soon. Because Jamie started into those geckos also, and Tommy's got a heck of a lot of knowledge. They are cute, yeah.
All right, we are to the end.
Sweet.
All caught up.
Appreciate everyone that came out. Man, we did that fairly quick for the number of people. We're at 10 minutes, but 10 minutes is long enough to sit without Ken.
Yes.
So without further ado, Jamie's going to the back. She's going to generate some trivia questions. She's going to get ready for her infamous hot seat. But before that, Jason and I get to beat Ken up a little bit with some dumb questions here. So let's do this. Get him on out here. There he is. It is Ken Evans with LMK Reptiles. Good. How's Ken on a Wednesday night?
Oh, I'm good. You know, it's hump day, so just chugging along. Yeah.
Right.
Oh, that's yeah. Right.
How old is Ken turning tomorrow? If I dare ask, maybe that's
I'll
a
be
rude question.
46. I'm not shy about my age. I'll be 46. I think I look damn good for my age. I mean, outside of this gut I got going here, I'm still pretty, solid. It's just all right here.
Yeah.
I think
Don't.
all three of us up here can attest to that, though.
Oh, it's getting out of hand. Like my kids are pointing out stretch marks on the bottom of it that I can't see, and I'm just like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Look, it's the Ohio River, Dad, running down here, picking out
Something.
shapes in the stretch marks. Yeah,
Yeah. It's
Dude,
getting
that's
pretty
funny.
embarrassing.
Nah,
So-
you look
Thank
good,
you, thank
Ken.
you.
Yeah, you look great, and yes, happy birthday. But
Thank you.
for those of the people in the audience that don't know you, and I know a ton of these people do. Hey, Joe, good to see you. Give us the way you put it to us when we were on your elevator speech. Let's hear how you got into this, what got you started in the reptiles, and what you have and what you're working with.
So it was like, early 2022. My daughter comes to me and says, Dad, watch this. And it was a Brian Barczyk egg cutting video. And I'm like, that's pretty cool. So I go to YouTube and I'm like egg cutting videos, and I find F&A right away. They come up and I watch them, and it's just like I could do this, and it just blew up and snowballed from there. I mean, she wanted to do like 2 or 3. I got 40 right now, So I mean, we're working a lot of double recessives, hypo clown, DG hypo, sunset clown. What else? Clown hypo. If I didn't say that. And I got some live stuff, some live hide, and some live clown stuff that I think I'm going to move on from it. I mean, I got ultra male clown too. That's another one I forgot. And I just don't want to work to the albinisms, because when you get into this, you just buy a whole bunch of stuff. I mean, I bought a lot of double het and visual het or visual possible het stuff, and it's just I got to narrow it down because I don't want 300 snakes.
Yeah.
I need to think about if I'm going to work this project. I need to keep. Hold on a minute, Blue, go. He's shaking the table.
I saw it. I was like, "Are you in an earthquake area?"
Earthquake, right?
No, it's
Yeah.
my daughter's dog and my dog like wrestling around. They'll just sit there. I had to take the collar off of them because people was complaining that's all they could hear was jingling. So
sure.
Can't hear a jingle now, but they're shaking the table now. It's just like, solve one problem, there's another problem.
Yeah, it's all good. It's all good. So
man,
go ahead, Jay.
I'm just going to pause you for a second because so you said the egg cutting is what really kind of got you into it or intrigued or whatever, right? And so the egg cutting still, for me, it's still a thing I've seen probably 10,000 and I still love watching them because it's, you're opening little presents, see what you get, right?
Yeah, it's just like Christmas morning over again, like every clutch. Like I look for an excuse. Like today was day 50, and I was doing good, not looking at them, you know what I mean? But then I checked them and they just felt weird. And I'm like, I'm cutting them. I'm cutting them. I'm cutting them. They feel weird. I'm cutting them. Like, I got to check them out, make sure they're all right. I'm cutting them.
Exactly. So, yeah.
That's
where I was going with this is I looked this afternoon and I saw a notification that Ken had a video going. So I pulled it up and you're cutting eggs.
Yeah.
And I watched the whole thing, but I do want to talk about it. It's pretty cool. And correct me if I'm wrong, but you had let's see, gravel, yellow belly, clown, ultramel.
It was ivory het clown to a gravel het clown het ultramel.
Okay.
Okay.
What'd you end up with? I mean, did you do anything odds wise?
I mean, I think the odds were good. I out of 12 eggs, you're supposed to get basically 3 clowns on a head-to-head pairing. I think I hit 2, and they're both highways. But I got 8 highways out of the 12 eggs.
Yeah.
So,
nice.
I mean, just speaking on, with those 2, just hitting the combos in them all. I mean, I did. I mean, it was yellow belly everything because of the ivory. But, the gravel getting put to 8 eggs, that was just like, well, he must have got her good. I mean, must take out of me, I guess. I mean,
and to hit both in the clowns is really strange.
Yeah.
Right.
If they
So,
are in fact highway clowns, I mean, you hit the all gener basically in your clowns, which
well, they
can't
still
be
got to
better
prove
than
out
that.
head ultramel to be the all gener. But I mean, I'm not sure they're clowns yet because I can't see their heads. But I definitely have two that has pattern getting pulled down to the side, and
Yeah.
without having any other codoms in there, I'm pretty hopeful, anyways, that those are two clowns.
Yeah, we got our
Nice,
fingers
nice.
crossed for you for sure. Your video was really good too. I really liked you had the girls in there cutting.
Mm-hmm.
It looked like you were pretty anxious to cut, but it looked you kind of got pushed aside, and you got what was left at the end, and you ended up with probably the best results out of your cutting. So
Yeah, Lexi was the most anxious, but she just recently moved back home, and she was only here for one other clutch. So this was like the first time like that she was here that we cut a clutch. Like the last time she was here, she just came because we planned it. So I mean, we let her go first, and then I did the right thing and was patient and left my other daughter pick her four eggs, and
yeah,
well, they left me with four of them.
yep,
So.
Yeah.
yeah,
But
it was
great
fun.
odds regardless. I
Oh
mean,
yeah,
Yeah, I mean,
you got the yellow belly, but man, the gravel in 8 is
I'm
that's
not
awesome.
displeased. If the two turn out to be clowns, I will be like ecstatic. But I mean, even if they turn out to be just the highways, I'm definitely going to test them because there's some other markings there that are probably het markings then. So we'll test them and see what comes out of it.
Nice, nice.
very cool.
So you started this in kind of the similar way to everybody says the same thing. You're looking at pretty stuff. You're really not thinking about pairings in the future and really having a plan, but you also did it kind of right in the end of COVID, right? Or just as COVID was kind of winding down.
Yeah, it was like as COVID is winding down, and I did kind of have a plan, but like I said, I didn't plan for all right because I wanted to go double recessive right away. Like I got that that's where the market was going to. Like just you could see it back in 2022 that everyone like even in the prices, double recessive animals were 5-6 grand. So that I did a lot of that and a lot of long shots. Like my next clutch, which will be cut around July 29th, it's a blade het clown pied lav to a het clown pied lav. So I got 9 shots at a Holy Grail. I mean, we'll see what happens.
Yeah.
I mean, if I hit anything like these odds, and I'll get at least a double recessive animal, if not the triple. So we'll
Yeah.
see.
That'd be awesome.
I
And
mean, if I could pull some
yeah,
doubles out of it, I'd be happy. We'll just see. I mean, I'm kind of letting what I make deplete where I go because I don't want to just keep buying animals. I want to be able to like advance by what I make.
sure, absolutely. And kind of our mindset too. We try, or when we actually geared into setting up, we tried to get animals that would be a base for our projects, and we'd
Mhm.
rather produce what we use. We'd rather get that line incentive than pull in from the side and maybe not the best example where we can sort and go, hey, this looks the best. We're using this going forward. Do you know what I mean? Kind of start
Yeah,
our
yeah,
own
absolutely.
kind
Yeah,
of in-house line, if you will. But
yeah.
yeah, that I mean, you've got some shots at some double recessives there. A little bit long odds, but not terrible. I've heard worse setups. Um,
I,
fingers
I,
crossed.
I like playing long ball. I mean, I played it all my life, and I've gotten lucky here and there. So, I'm not one of these guys that sit there and goes, I don't have luck. No, I got luck, and I'm very fortunate for this luck, and I'm very grateful for it. I don't knock it. I thank you. I'm very humbled about this luck that I've had my whole life. So I'm just hoping it keeps carrying on. Like,
Right.
Yeah.
And I was going to say, and I don't want to put you or Keys on the spot, but those hair down cuttings, that's where all the damn good odds come from. Is the
uh,
29th close to a Friday? I don't even know where that hits on the calendar,
Right,
but
right. Last year I did everything on my channel, and it didn't do too bad. Like last year in the 3 clutches, I have more visuals out of last year's clutches already than like I've had 3 clutches last year and 3 clutches this year that I cut so far. I know I said this was clutch 4, but I had clutch 3 was a clutch of slugs. So just like,
oh,
instead of calling, this clutch 3, that was clutch 3, but so it is the 4th clutch this year, but I might have 2 visuals in it. Like last year, out of 3 clutches, I got what 5 out of 8 clowns. Well, it was a visual to het. This year, I had a bunch of het to het pairings. So I mean that's why I'm getting more visuals. But
Sure.
we'll see. I mean, like I said, these are snakes that I bought, right off the bat, and there was a lot of het to het pairings and double het to double het. So we'll see. We'll see what comes out.
Okay.
Yeah.
So you're not terrible long into this though, and you're already having really decent clutches. How many snakes are you sitting with as far as breeders, like male to female?
Boy, I'd have to really count. Let me see. So there's 12. I'd say a good number is I have 20 breeding females, and I'd say I'd have about 10 males that I could put them to that are breeding. I have probably about 30, maybe 32, 33 breeder size.
Okay. All right. Yeah, just to get a feel for the size of your collection, because having your show, which we haven't mentioned, by the way, but every week you guys at RWO over there are doing at least 2 a week and sometimes more.
Right.
And it's a great show. It's always comical. I sit in that chat as much as I can and just sling as much mud as I can with you guys. But
well, that's what it's for. Like,
exactly.
Yeah, we want to throw, some educational stuff out there. But all in all, we're just friends shooting the shit, trying to make, you guys laugh. And,
Yeah.
I started doing a joke of the week just so that laughter is there. Because, that's what it's mostly for. You got people out there that do this for education. I did this in the beginning because I didn't know what I was doing. And it was just like, that's why I called it the Let Me Know Show. Because, let me know how to do this shit. Because I don't know how to do it. And, the name, everyone thinks it's Let Me Know Reptiles, but it's actually after my daughters. It's Lexus, Mercedes, and Kira. So, that's why the LMK came. And then, so everyone was kept saying, let me know, let me know, let me know. So, all right, well, Let Me Know Show. You know what I mean? Let me know what the hell to do. So, I just kind of tied everything together, and everything's just fallen into place. It's just been nothing but like a pleasurable experience everywhere you go. Of course you have your people in everything that just aren't there for the community, but it seems like there's 90% of us out there that is on board with saying, hey, we're this community. And that's what this is about: community, friendship. We're all going to Daytona in August and meeting up. It's just going to be awesome. You mentioned Aaron from Balls of Paradise. He's one of the guys that went in on this, Airbnb that I'm staying in. I really don't know Aaron much. I know him from the chat. I've seen him on some lives here and there. He don't really get on much, but I get to meet all these people. Keys, Wiz, all of them, and it's just going to be a blast. It'll be fun.
Yeah,
Awesome.
Agree. And why we decided to do that particular expo too is because we heard so many different people that we definitely want to just meet in person, sit down with, have a drink, BS, shoot a seagull, whatever we end up doing.
Yeah.
But
having
in trouble for that?
No, I have no idea.
Having a ball says first clutch on the 24th. So if that's first clutch ever, congrats and good luck.
No, having a ball, he's done it for years. So
first of the season. Yeah. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah, yep. So that was my next question. Like, you're at 4 now. 3rd was slugs. What are you hoping for? What are you looking for? Like in 24, what are you going to end up?
At the beginning of the year, I was really hoping to advance the Sunset Clown project and the Ultramel Clown project. That hasn't happened yet. I do have another shot at advancing the Sunset Clown project. My Phantom Het Clown laid, and she was paired to the Super Pastel Het Clown and a GHI Het Clown. But the GHI only locked once, but so I guess it can happen. The Super Pastel Het Clown Het Sunset was locked more, but it's another het to het pairing that I'm crossing my fingers on. So we'll see.
Yeah.
I really just wanted to get a visual clown that proved out het Ultramel on the female side because I have the male side covered, and the same
Gotcha.
as the Het Sunset. I have the male or Het Cloud Het Sunset. I have the male covered. I just need to hit a female now, and I'd rather it be visual het than double visual, of course.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah, makes sense. And you could have really increased those Sunset Clown odds if you'd have just been quicker after Pomona. You could have just jumped your game like 2-3 years.
I mean, no,
I'm kidding.
no,
you would never do something like that.
Even if I found, like, say someone dropped a Sunset Clown, like, I would be that person saying, "Hey, I found
You
this.
dropped
Who
your
is
clown."
this? Like, somebody. This is somebody's. You know, I'm too modest for that. I mean, stealing isn't going to get you nowhere. Like, cheating people in life. I mean, it might get you ahead now, but what's going to happen when the dirty laundry gets aired out? It's going to get aired out. Like, so I just don't take risks like that in life. I mean, I'd rather earn it.
God, no. No, God, no. I had to throw it out there though, just to see if you caught it and chuckled or any. I gotta do dumb shit like that. I don't know why. It just ruins the show.
That's what makes it fun, right?
No, I'm kidding.
I mean, anyway. Seriously, that guy's an idiot. He had so much heat as is. He has probably a better collection than 75% of people out there. And you got greedy enough that you wanted to steal something to further you steal. And just, I mean, that's greed. That's not someone that we need to have inside the community. I mean, I'm one of these people that preach community. I'm one of these people, we are stronger together, strength in numbers. And I'm all for, like, policing ourselves. And policing ourselves involves throwing these shitheads out there. I mean, it's hard to sit there and say, hey, this company did this. Nobody wants to be that person. And I get it.
Right.
But we're going to have to come up with something like secretly make a blacklist, like, or something. You know, I feel it just needs to be done. Like, we can't let these things, like, you know, I
feel like that's going to kind of do it on its own. I feel like, you know, like, and I don't know the circumstances. I don't know the parties and none of the details, so I won't dwell on it. But I feel like when those things happen and it becomes so well known, it's gonna weed itself out. I mean, the only groups of people that are going to deal in those groups of people are those kinds of people. The decent side of the community is going to have nothing to do with it, kind of on its own. Do you know what I mean?
Right. Look at the Samson Rivera stuff. Like, last year, he was the shithead. This year, he's still back at them shows selling snakes, doing what he does. I mean, I think these people who promote these shows should really, like, not let these people into their shows. And Dorian from Morph Market should cancel these people's accounts. Caca! Caca!
Yeah, we have to do that when Wiz pops in there, but just got to give one of those. But, yeah, I mean, if that's something that they feel like they can internally police and just decide, hey, you're not welcome here, I'm cool with that. I have no issue with that. But it would have to be on that side, because I do think the community is going to just steer clear of those people kind of on their own, you know.
The people that are aware.
It's unfortunate, but
there's a lot of people out there, and you said it, to people that are aware, and, like, nobody wants to be that person that keeps breaking this record and saying, hey, this insane clown dude, you know, he's a douchebag. He stole someone. 6 months from now, nobody's even going to be speaking about it. And then the people that's getting in then won't know. And the people that didn't, you know, that aren't on here, there's maybe, I dare say, 500 people that's involved in this YouTube community altogether, maybe 700. Like, that's, like, religiously into this and like looks at it as a community. That's such a small percentage of the whole community. I don't think we can make that much of a difference unless we just keep throwing it out there.
Yeah, that's true. I mean, it shouldn't be let go for sure, but I'd also think it's kind of harmful to, like, dwell. You know what I mean? Like, move on, move past it, get to the positive things that are happening, and don't give it the kind of light that it doesn't deserve at the same time, you know.
I mean, they're not worth it, and you're absolutely right. They're just not worth the time. But then again, it's just like if we have that attitude next year, he's just going to be doing his thing, at a show, stealing someone else's sunset clown. I mean,
yeah. Well, and that's kind of a private party issue too. Like if you don't press charges on that scenario, or it isn't a legally involved police situation, what can a person do to some degree, you know?
I'm sorry if you steal my sunset clown. I'm pressing charges. Period. I'm not backing off. I'm nailing you to the wall. I mean, friend or not. I mean, if you take it and then not let me walk out the door and say, hey, you better watch yourself. I got this. That's a joke. Keeping it a week and then not giving it back until the cops called you, that's not a joke. You was trying to steal that thing. And
absolutely.
That's how I feel about it. I mean, I don't want to dwell on it, but I don't want to forget about it. I don't want everyone else to forget about it.
Yeah. No, I don't blame you.
Yeah. The stealing thing, man, can really set you off. That's something that I've always had a huge hang up with.
Yeah. It's been a pet peeve and one of the hugest negative things in our lives too. We did so much construction and contracting and things,
right,
that theft was a constant concern. Tools and going into the store and half your lumber got took. I mean, it was a constant pet peeve. But once in a while we'd get lucky and we'd catch them mid process and handle it ourselves. But that's days long ago. So
we're
too old for that like shit
now.
No.
I mean, if I was allowed to handle things the old way, I would suffer through and handle them because I still got 2 minutes of hell for someone. That's how long my adrenaline will let me get through. 2 minutes. You stay away from me for 2 minutes, you're all right. But
you don't want to go to jail, though.
I don't want to fine for poking you in the chest.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. Exactly. So back to the RWO thing. You met up with all these different guys from different areas too. I mean, they're spread out all over the place. What was your side for your motivation to start YouTube to begin with? I mean, you kind of told us with the let me know thing, but like what really said, I'm going to give this a whirl and see how it goes?
Well, see, I wanted to grow my channel a little bit. You know what I mean? Like I started gaining momentum. I started gaining, followers. I was like up over 500, maybe close to 700 when we did RWO. And it's just like people gravitated towards me, like the people that I looked at that could be lifelong friends, and now like these guys are going to be lifelong friends. Even people like Nick and Steve, that just are there every once in a while. Like these guys are lifelong friends, like just and like you guys, are gonna as long as I'm doing this, you guys are going to be friends, And there's so many of you out there, and this community just seems to just accept people with open arms, like. Even asshole Will from Will's Heli Heat, he's going to be a friend for life, in his own way.
I can't wait for the comment. I know it's coming back.
Right.
Oh, God.
I had to have fun at Will.
And Josh makes a good point here. A lot of people are here for the shuffle. So let's get this started.
Let's talk about this a little bit.
Well, I hear
I'll give a shuffle, but what am I going to get out of this? I got to get something out of giving a shuffle.
So here's what I'm thinking. We're going to leave it in the chat for a few minutes. We're going to let them toss it around. What would motivate you to do it, or what they can motivate you with, and we'll run our sponsor's commercial real quick.
Remember, 46 is coming, so cardio. Got to get some cardio in there.
Yeah.
Those two clowns he said he hit are going to crawl out and just be more highways. See? There he is.
But I mean, hey, they might have hat markers on them, so we'll see.
Yeah. So we're going to run that commercial. You guys in the chat decide how we're going to motivate Ken to do this, because we want a live shuffle, and it's going big screen, because I don't know if we're going to get a chance to see snakes tonight, but we'll try that too. So let's run Charlie's commercial. He was kind enough to decide he was going to sponsor us for whatever his reasons were. Liked us, thought we were decent, liked our show, whatever. But let's pop that up. Everybody enjoy. Try to get no tears. All right, we are back. And
Did
Ken
anyone
wants a
else?
pillow.
Did anyone else want to grab a pillow hearing that elevator music they was playing?
Absolutely. That was beautiful stuff. I don't know what you mean, Ken. I thought that was fantastic.
It reminds me of riding in an elevator or something.
It does a little bit. Yeah, it's got that little bit of a groove to it. We don't want to kill people with it, you know? Come in with some ACDC and jam right in people's faces. But
Yeah, that's what you got to do. Like, liven it up. Like, yeah.
so here it is. Oh, make the Forge coin question. How many jiggles? Okay. Left to right. So we got all kinds of input here, but
Yeah, I'm not doing no slow mo truffle shuffle. I don't know what you people think.
Oh,
I mean, I don't even
man.
know if I can do it slow. I mean,
We
I don't even
probably have
know
to give
how I'm going
away
to do it
extra Forge
here.
coin.
Like in this setup, I mean, that was the problem why I did a video. But you're going to see my knees then.
oh man.
See,
Well,
like if I stand up, I mean,
oh man.
hold on.
Yeah,
Oh, this hurts my legs, but they couldn't get me up in time. Oh, good on solo. I'll do it again. Put me up.
Okay, yeah. I have to swap it up though. You got to give me 1
Give me
minute because
time.
we were not expecting this at all. So there you go, Ken. It's all you. You are the shuffle
I
master.
almost got to act like I'm twerking. Now my butt muscles hurt.
That's the best. I hope we were.
I counted 22.
I just can't with that shuffle. Oh my god, it's too good.
Man.
I'm blind. No.
Says he's blind.
Slow mo belly.
That's when you like you got to do with that. You got to surprise them. That's why I like the video because it's just like there you go.
Do it slow and drop it low. Jose's. He's got some.
I'm not dropping shit. All right, I don't drop low no more.
Man alive. So that took no motivation at all. Prior to the show, you were talking about how I need to get this and that, but I think you kind of like
I gave in.
I think he does.
I'm blind. Yeah.
See, I just wanted to surprise the people. I just didn't want them to be like, all right, shuffle sign, then do it. Like, so I wanted to make it seem like I had to twist a leg. Someone had to twist an arm or something.
When you first stood up, I thought for sure we were getting a different show. And I think John did too. We were like, oh man, this is a bad angle.
I mean, we're not going to go there. I'll just not say what I was going to say.
It's all good. Could say whatever. That's what this is.
I could do the helicopter thing pretty good. We'll just say
that. Jamie's freaking out backstage. No. No helicopter. No Morph shuffle.
Yeah.
I thought I seen her getting some dollar bills out.
Yeah, just peeling them off. Yeah. So plans. You guys mentioned, and I do try to catch your show quite a bit, but you mentioned doing some different things with your show. Are we supposed to expect something odd coming out of this shortly? I know you tossed those ideas around a lot on your side, but was there like a major change that's coming along with RWO's stuff?
No, I mean, we are going to have like a year anniversary giveaway. So that's coming up. And then we want to do something for US ARC as well.
Okay.
Hold on a minute. I got to burp. Talks about that just kind of fizzled out because of Daytona. And like my money is just concentrated on going to Daytona. I'm not rich by any means. So I'm trying to just funnel everything I can to there. So sometimes after Daytona, I think we're going to do like a 24-hour live auction-thon thing. Like we're going to stay live 24 hours. If you want to donate, you want to donate. You want to, donate money, a snake, we'll auction it off, whatever. We'll take anything, everything, merch, we'll auction your merch off and give it all to US Ark and US Ark Florida. We're going to split it right down the middle and make a donation to both.
Okay. Kike left the building. Helicopter.
Hope you enjoyed
And totally can't blame him there. I would probably.
I wouldn't want to
disagree
watch
with
that
you.
either. Just saying.
Yeah. So okay, so you have this auction thon, we're going to call it, but it's all going to US Ark in Florida right down the middle, which is great. You guys beat
Right.
the heck out of that, which we're silver members. We have been since we pretty much started this whole mess. We don't mention it nearly enough, but you guys are really good about that because it is critical. So we'll stop right now and mention it. If you're not a US Ark member, or you have the means to throw a buck, 50 cents, $4, whatever you have in your pocket to throw it at, has to be done if you want any of the reptile stuff to stick around. And it goes beyond that.
Exactly.
Like, so much of that legislation, they pile in furries, they pile in all kinds of different pets that aren't just our concern. They're covering all kinds of stuff when they build these bills, and they try to sneak them in there. And it's going to be everybody's issue if we don't watch it. So go out and support the art, folks. And that's both, because food starts in Florida, a lot of it. Problem area. A lot of stuff stems from there and climbs upward. So, good point.
Yep. If these folks in Florida, these uppity people, these land developers, if they get a bug up their butt about, ball pythons, the next thing you know, it's going to be going around everywhere that ball pythons are a problem. I feel that's the start of everything. It happens in Florida, and that's what's going to go on down the line. I know US Ark has gotten some big wins, and Pennsylvania one, they just had one to where, it was a township that was actually trying to ban all reptiles. Like, you couldn't have nothing there that wasn't native, at all, and it got shut down. So, there was a win for US Ark there. There was one out in Denver or Colorado a while ago, one in Arizona. If you pay attention, there's, I'd say at least one every 2 or 3 months to where they're going and winning these fights. And if you're not supporting them, what the hell are you doing?
Yeah.
Go do it. Just do it.
But I do, right. And I do think people have the idea that it's in it. The majority of what they're watching and looking out for is the reptile side. But I'll tell you what, it's a huge span. It's animal keeping, period.
Yeah. It even went down to some breeds of dogs and cats that it was they was wanting to get out of this, municipality. Yeah, they went there and shut it down pretty quick.
Yep. Yeah. So that's good. If you're not, get with it and support that group.
Just do it.
It's important. Yeah.
Yep.
Go without your latte for 4 or 5 days, and there's your membership for a year. Such as, you don't need that double shot.
I'd be super surprised if anybody in this chat ever drinks a latte. There might be some, but
I drink a latte here and there.
do you?
Yeah.
Do you?
Me and my youngest daughter have this thing. There's this guy on Instagram that makes all these weird Starbucks drinks, and he works at Starbucks, and he makes all these crazy things. So, once a month, me and my youngest daughter go through these hundreds of drinks that he makes, and we go get one and try one. It's just something that she likes to do. And, hey, these things are pretty damn good. Some of them cost $10, $12 a piece.
Yeah. They're expensive.
They're expensive. They have 20 different shots in it, but all this stuff together makes a pretty damn good refresher. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, they are tasty for sure. Avoid that though. We talked about the gut thing, and I'm sure there's more than enough carbs in them damn things too.
Well, I get the refreshers. I don't get the coffee drinks. I get the refreshers that are supposed to give you energy and stuff. They're supposed to be a little bit better for you. But who knows? I don't know what they are.
Crack every morning.
Right. So yeah, and I guess it's easy when we get guests on here to drift away from the things that you would like to talk about too. And the show, in our original intent, was a moment for the guest to have their moment to say the things that are important to them. Do you have something in specific you would like to cover or shout out that you don't get a chance during your show?
I mean, shout out to the RWO. I mean, those guys are there with me every week. We're still doing it. Stan, Justin, Kent's taking a break, but you throw him in there too. Vance. I mean, Vance is just such a quiet guy that just. I mean, he's a really cool, humble person. Shout out to Vance. Like, if you're not following the dead man, old zombie, go do it. Like, he's a good dude, and he'll help you any way he knows how. And Jesus too. You know what I mean? Like, he's a good dude. I mean, shout out to all of them. Like Steve, Nick from 666. Just there's so many people. Like, shout out to the community. I mean, down to Keys to Wiz to Don D and Elias and Rock and just all these people. They've all been so open armed and welcomed and friends. It's just you don't find this many places. I was talking to a guy from the 420 community, and he's like, yeah, I sat there and just watched what you guys have, like, as a community, and that's something special. You don't get, like, that many people agreeing about, one common goal, and that's, like, we're a community, and we're going to stay a community. And if there's anything that I can affect in any way, I hope I help bring this community and keep this community together.
Yeah, and you started your show that way, and you continue to do that on every show. I mean,
100.
you're very vocal about being a supporter of the community, and you are. I mean, ultimately, if that's what you're putting out there, that's what you're going to get back. So kudos to you on that. You've done a great job of it. I can't think of a single person that has.
That's Python Patrol, by the way. Like, for the longest time, I'm slightly dyslexic. Like, I have not been diagnosed with being dyslexic, but I self-diagnosed by that because I see things different. Like, and for the first 2 months, that said Portal. I swear he switched it. Or Patrol, not Portal. I swear he switched it.
So here's the thing that we talked about off camera between us is that there was a Python Portal for about a year, was in all the chats, was in all the different stuff. Or yes, Patrol. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
So
now where I'm getting confused.
Yeah. And she was pretty darn active. I mean, she was putting videos out, egg cuttings. She
makes sense to me now.
Arachnids. I mean, she was relatively active. I haven't heard much from her in a while, honestly. But really nice lady.
Right on.
Yeah,
you're absolutely right.
Yeah, exactly, Liz. 100%. And hopefully Gershon makes some kind of a public return and gets, back in with the community, awesome. Because he was such a huge influence,
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah. So Roxy. Yeah, that might be right, Will. Is that the Patrol?
I think that's ringing a bell.
Yeah, she used to do.
Now that you're talking about it, like, it's getting wheels turning. I think he's right. Yep. Damn it, Will! You always got to be right.
The weird thing is even the logo was the same. It was the same color, kind of had a purplish, kind of bluish color to it. So it is confusing.
Easy
for sure.
Yeah.
So there was a reasoning behind it. All right.
Yeah.
Okay.
So everybody's season went late, Ken. Yours apparently kind of took a little bit longer too. You're on 4, right? But how many do you think you got in the cooker yet, or any looking promising? Or
I still got what? I got 4 in the cooker still, and I mean, I probably still got about 5 or 6 females that are promising. I mean, I just now had a female that was never a good eater, like never. Like, she's probably 3 years old and 1,400 grams. You know what I mean? So she's been a slower eater, and she just this week took 2 rats because she kept looking for food. I changed their water at least every other day. And when you put their water in there and they give you that quick look, that usually means they're looking for food. So she kept doing that. So I was just like, let me put another one in there. And I'm not going to put a 60-gram rat in there. Let me put like a 100-gram rat in there. Let me see if you're really hungry. I really want to see if you're building. And dude, without hesitation, that snake, I was like, ooh. So maybe she's ready. Like,
Yeah.
I mean,
Okay.
so 5, possible 6 yet to go. I mean, it's gonna be a decent year for sure. I'm hoping
Yeah,
to hit
you
at
do.
least 10. We're on 8. So, I mean, 10 was my goal. I think I'm going to get 14, 15. So we'll see.
Nice. Those are
Nice.
good numbers. Do you have anything that you've produced that you'd like to show? Anything that you've got questions on, or things that you're maybe just not quite sure, or it's crazy looking, or you're like, hey, man, this thing's amazing? A snake you want
I could
to.
go get 2 girls that I made last year. Um, Will knows. I say him because he's going to know the dad that I'm talking about. I got him as a leopard possible grim clown, and the female was supposed to be black pastel or Mojave het clown, and she proved out het hypo as well. And I got these
Okay.
2 clowns that are het hypo, and they don't look like they came from that clutch. It looks like there's something else there. And whether it be grim, I don't know. I still am undecided. I'm leaning towards no. I think it's chocolate personally from the way things look, but we'll eventually get it tested out, or I'll eventually hit a super form or something, and we'll see.
Yeah.
But I'll go get those real quick and show them.
Okay. Well, we'll do
Give me
a
a moment.
little. No problem. I think we can just slap this up there.
Your balls are showing.
We'll get Ken on the big screen here. We'll let everybody look at that backdrop for a little bit while he digs them out. And not that we're going to be able to help identify here, but if somebody is willing to take a couple snakes out, we're definitely going to highlight them. Actually, this is awkward. We should just get back to this until he's out here. Yeah. So Jay,
Yeah.
how about those purple cushions? How you feel about
cushions? Not bad.
Yeah. No.
We'll see Don D come through there and grab them.
Right.
Across the
Sneaks
street.
out the side. Oh, those are just about my shade. Dandy. So next week, while we got a little space here, we have a guest that's a question mark. So we don't have a closing. We're not going to announce that until they can confirm for sure they're going to be on. But we wanted to leave the slot open because it'd be an amazing guest. But we'll talk a little bit about that through the weekend. Put some stuff up on Instagram. That was some Bumblebee tuna action. He spotted that right away.
Okay, so this one here, your balls are showing. It actually proved out clown by testing because it was in question because of the head. The head looks like it has eye stripes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But it's just part of the markings. And if you look at the top of her head,
oh, now
kinda
that
looks
almost
clownish.
looks clown. Yeah.
Yeah, but look at the side. Nope.
Right.
But if you look at this side, you're like, maybe because it rocks up on. But if you look at the body,
yeah, it's got a clown body to it. Yeah.
Wow. That is pretty crazy.
That is very weird.
So this dorsal that gets thicker like that and goes down, it kind of looks chocolate-ish to me.
Mm-hmm. I could see that, yep.
So I'm leaning towards chocolate. Or, I mean, you see the funky head patterns on some of the Grimm clowns. So maybe it is Grimm. I'm just undecided, and I'm not ready to give up on it yet because there's something else there. I just
What
don't know
is going on with the eye stripes, though? You're right.
Yeah,
like,
that is so weird.
Super odd.
And it has the horns in the back of the head too.
Yeah.
It's almost looking like Krypton-y in a weird way.
A little bit, yeah. So I mean, maybe no, I don't know. Maybe I was thinking maybe the female has cryptic, but she would be a krypton, and everything that came out of it would either be cryptic or clown. And I got 3 hets out of it, and if it wasn't for one, I would be like, I don't know. One of them was just straight look black pastel. So I do think it is black pastel over mahogany. But I don't. If it wasn't for that one, I would still be on the cryptic board, but I'm not. I don't think it's cryptic.
Yeah, go ahead. I'm sorry.
I was just going to say, what was the pairing again?
So I bought the male as a leopard clown that was possible grim, and the female I bought as a black pastel Mojave het clown, pos het hypo. She proved out hypo, but the breeder said, "Don't be surprised if that's not mahogany Mojave." So I was looking for mahogany or black pastel, and I think it's black pastel. I'm not even 100% sure on that yet. But this one kind of looks black pastel more than mahogany. Hold on. That one's not letting go.
Yeah, Banna said the same thing. Could it be Krypton?
That's kind of what I thought too. It's
if I would have a picture, I got rid of it. I had a single gene. It looked black pastel. I'm pretty sure it was black pastel. It was a single gene. And if it was, because it was het clown, so if it was het cryptic as well, it'd be a krypton. And it was paired to a clown, so that's meaning everything would have come out either cryptic or clown. Yeah, and I had one snake that was obviously black pastel or mahogany, because I can't tell them two apart.
Gotcha. Okay.
And then
Will says that was not cryptic or krypton. So, I mean, Will's got a good eye for that stuff. Boy, that's odd, too. Now, that looks more like Grim to me. I see more Grim stuff going on there. Or at least what I've seen in the Grim clown stuff.
Wow.
But she proved out het hypo, too.
Yeah.
So these are two female clowns that are het hypo. There's her head.
Black pastel head, huh?
Yeah, for sure.
I think it's black pastel because of it, but there's still something going on. I mean, I'll find out. I don't know. Maybe it's just as simple as the mom is black pastel and mahogany, and I got both, and that's why I'm seeing both. I don't. And the father might just be a leopard clown. It's just a good example. But I'm not sure. And we'll just keep breeding and finding out.
Yeah.
Well, that is a really, really cool clown, though. Yeah, Will says black pastel yellow belly clown, but was there yellow belly in that pairing?
I guess there could have been yellow belly in the leopard. Maybe it's leopard yellow belly. I mean, maybe that's just... You know, we ain't showing my one-eyed snake, Benji. You can forget that idea. So yeah, those are two girls that I made last year that are very interesting, and I'm hoping to get them up to size, and I'll get their male. Hold on, he's right here. Hold on.
Okay.
I don't know, Python Portal. I don't know the answer to that.
I don't either. That eye stripe thing was very strange. The only thing I've seen in clown that does that is the Krypton, but Will says no. So
yeah, the pattern, even that pattern on the head, the top of the head was really crazy on that.
And now this is the male that I got for them. He is spot nose, inchy, hypo, het clown, possible het desert ghost.
Yeah, I would say probably that desert ghost is probably pretty sure deal.
I picked this one because, like, now his brother is still on Morph Market, and he kind of looks the same. These oranges grab like that. But this one has a wonkier pattern along the bottom. That one was more uniform. And what I've seen from Desert Ghost and Het Desert Ghost, the hets will be a little bit wonky.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
It'll have these floating alien heads and this stuff here.
That's a really pretty snake, too.
Yeah.
Yeah, he's pretty cool. He's about ready to go. Cool. He's... right at 500 grams now. I'm going to give it... He was born in September, so I'm going to wait till he's at least a year old. And then we're tag him in. It's his turn.
Nice.
So that's a pairing that I'm going to have next year. I hope to have next year and hit the double visual with some codoms.
That was
Nice.
awesome. That's three really unique snakes right in a row, man. That's cool. Really cool.
Yeah, super different looking stuff. That one has still got me baffled. I'm going to be curious on that and do some
I'll show
looking.
you. I'll show you something different. You want to say different? I'll show you something different.
Oh,
All right.
okay.
Hold
Let's
on, man.
take a
I
peek.
got your different.
All right. I'm always game for that. But yeah, I'm baffled on that first one still. Somebody mentioned them, maybe Grim or Mahogany had that in the clowns, but I've never seen a solid stripe like that.
No.
Wanted to give a shout out to Casey out there and to Glenn from 419. He stopped out too, so appreciate you both stopping in.
Hi, girl.
Showing off my farmer tan there.
She's
Got a
in
lot of
shed a
sun
little
on her.
bit. She's not brightened up as much as she usually is. But
Wow.
That's a crazy dorsal. What's going on in the dorsal? Is that
Wow.
smoke stuff?
that's some smoke.
Okay.
She's usually a little lighter.
Looks like graffiti, man. That is crazy.
So what all is in with that smoke in this one, Ken, or supposedly?
Pastel HRA chocolate.
Okay.
Smoke. And it's Het Green Ghost. That is a line of ghosts that's only compatible to itself.
Yep, I've heard of the green.
Yeah.
That
So
used
that's
to be a
why
thing.
that's why I got the Green Ghost, because it's not compatible with nothing, and there's not that many people working it, and especially not many people working it and other forms of hypo. I want to put it with Orange Ghost. So
go ahead, Jay.
I was gonna say, I don't know what's crazier, just the general pattern of that dorsal's nuts too, man, with the squiggly in there towards the back.
Yeah, it's
got
got
them all
dotting
over.
all through it.
Yeah.
But that's that granity smoke gene, yeah?
Yep.
Okay.
That's pretty common with smoke?
I don't know. There's not enough out there to say that it's common.
Yeah, I've never seen it. So
the other examples that I see out there don't really have much of a dorsal to dot like that.
Yeah.
So I don't know what it's going to do. There's not been a smoke clown or even a smoke hypo, smoke pied. It hasn't been in none recessives, or no recessives. I could talk. I really can. But yeah, so
cool, man.
I'm looking forward to that project next year as well. So.
Okay. Is that your only smoke example? Is the one?
Yeah, I just got one smoke,
okay.
But I do have a male for the Green Ghost stuff.
Gotcha. Okay. And Will was saying is that Corey Woods has a bunch of that?
Yeah, Corey Woods, I talked to him about stacking hypos, and he says it's a cool thought, but you can't really tell. It don't have the desired effect. So, I mean, is that going to stop me from doing it? Hell no, because I'm that type of person that got to learn for myself. And if I'm putting double ghost clowns out there, it's doing something that no one else is doing. So, I mean, and that's kind of, there's enough out there for people to have their own little niche. And I kind of, going to grow that into my niche. I mean, why not?
Yeah.
Double ghost DGs, double ghost clowns. I mean, whatever. Yeah. Double ghost pies. I mean,
hey, it's definitely different. And you don't know. I mean, can someone truly say they've got it into anything to tell if it had a significant effect?
I mean, how much did he work it? I mean, maybe if you do a double ghost bell, maybe you'll end up with a green snake. You know what I mean? You don't know.
Or a tint, a little bit of a tint to it, yeah.
Yeah, so we'll see, because I'm gonna be putting in a bunch of stuff, and I mean, and like the stuff that isn't advancing me like my friends are gonna, the RWO or friends of the RWO are gonna get the chances to get it first. I don't think half of this stuff is even going to get on the market because like I got friends that are interested in it, and just because it is something different, and like that's what I'm about. I want to be as different as I can be.
And that's the thing.
Yeah.
You get unique enough, then people are going to be interested regardless. So, but I can tell you're getting way too comfy over there, and Jamie doesn't like that.
Hot seats don't make me uncomfortable, so
We're,
I say
at
bring
that
it.
point. We're at that point. So if you're
Already?
ready,
Jeez.
I am sure Jamie is ready.
I'm always ready.
Ken's already shutting it down. Shutting down the flames.
I'm born
He's
ready,
not
so I don't
saving
have
the
to get
flames.
ready. I stay ready.
All right. Well, with that in mind, let's see how you do. Jamie's all fired up over there. Hot seat time,
What are you
folks.
talking about? I'm fired up. Woo! Let's go!
Here we go.
Hi, Ken.
Hi, how you doing?
I'm well. How are you?
I'm good.
All right.
Just hot, man. You got to turn that heat down a little bit.
I know. We'll see if I can stump you here.
I mean, you might, but I doubt it.
Me too. Okay. Ready, set, hot seat. Tinley or Daytona?
Daytona.
Brats
only
or
because
burgers?
only I'll answer
Go.
that. Burgers over brats, but only
Okay.
because we're planning on going to Daytona this year. But burgers over brats.
Okay. I'm so excited for Daytona. I'm so excited to meet everybody.
We could sit here and talk about Daytona on the hot seat the whole time, and I'd be fine. But go ahead.
Everybody else might not like that. Would you rather watch Armageddon or The Matrix?
Ew. The Matrix.
Reese Witherspoon or Gwyneth Paltrow?
Reese Witherspoon, no doubt.
Sweet.
I like that down-home Southern girl.
Yeah, she's cute. Sweet or salty snacks?
Sweet and salty.
Together?
Yeah.
I like that too. Mm-hmm. If you're going on vacation, would you rather go to the beach or the mountains?
To the mountains.
Are you going to have dark chocolate or white chocolate?
Milk chocolate.
Oh.
I don't like either of them.
Like either. I like special dark chocolate.
I'm a milk chocolate fan.
Would you rather have money or brains?
At my age, money, because I'm not getting any younger. So brains, I think, at my age wouldn't do me much. So give me the money.
Show me the money.
Yeah.
Funny stories or one-liners?
Funny stories. I mean, I could turn a one-liner into a funny story. So I mean, you got to give all the information that is just too much. You have to give that. So if you could give too much information, then it's got to be stories.
Absolutely. Laughter is the medicine of the soul.
Absolutely.
Mm-hmm. Tom Hanks or Robin Williams?
Ooh, see, I like both of these guys. Tom Hanks because he's alive. I mean, I can't have him anymore. Robin, he's dead.
You can
but
still like him.
I do like both. Don't get me wrong, but I mean, he's no longer with us, and it was an unfortunate set of circumstances. Yep. So we'll just go Tom on that one.
Okay. Water or soda?
Now, see, I drink more soda than water, but I've been wanting to quit the soda, and I do like water, so I'm going to say water to inspire myself to stop drinking more soda.
There you go.
It's pop, by the way. It ain't soda.
Soda pop. Soda pop.
No, it's not soda pop. It's just pop. P-O-P. That's pop. It. No soda pop. Pop. No, I'm not from the South. I'm from Pittsburgh. It's pop.
When I was typing up that question, I was questioning whether I should put soda or pop or soda pop. It was funny.
Well, you didn't call it a Coke, so you did good. I'll agree with Jason on that one.
Yeah. Breakfast or dinner?
I'm
breakfast for dinner?
I mean, breakfast for dinner because I'm hardly up enough to eat breakfast. So we'll go. There we go. Go breakfast for dinner.
If go ahead.
I'm an insomniac. Some nights I can't sleep to 3-4 o'clock in the morning. So I mean, I sleep into like noon sometimes, and I mean, so
living your best life.
Yeah, for sure. 100.
If space was not an issue for you, would you want display enclosures or racks for your snakes?
If space wasn't an issue, I do see a benefit of space. Now, see, this is no, this is kind of a touchy situation. I'm kind of on the line with this because the the snakes seem like they have a better feed response and they like their privacy.
Yeah.
So at first, of course, these big display racks look nice, but it's more about the animals. What do they feel better in? And I think they do better in a rack system. Call me crazy. So
no, I agree with you.
They eat better. They respond better. They when you pull that drawer out, it's like, you reach your hand in there. They know you're picking them up then. Like,
Yeah.
I just feel if they had places to hide, they would be more defensive. So, I mean, I think they do better in racks. So I'm going to say racks.
Okay.
Final
I
answer.
agree. I agree with you. Is that your final answer?
Sure.
You're gonna like this next one. Ready?
Yeah.
Do you feel the temperature rising?
Not at all. I'm cool under pressure.
Red pill or blue pill?
Red pill. I like red. Red's my favorite color, so there's no doubt about it.
All right. I couldn't even stump you with that one.
No.
Would you rather have brand new white sneakers or your old worn out sneakers?
My slides, they're old worn out, so old worn out.
If you could pick a superpower, what would you choose?
Now, see, I asked this question, and I have thought about this many, 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 many a times. And
Yep.
at first, it was invisibility, but I mean, because you can get anything you want. But I mean, flying would be awesome. I mean,
I think I would choose teleport.
You stumped me on this one because I don't know how to answer this question because there's so many good ones. Like,
yeah,
being able to read people's minds, like that would just be, you would never have to worry about what people think about you because you would already know.
No, I'd be crying all the time.
I wouldn't give two shits what people think. just saying. I mean, but I'm going to go. I'm going to go with like telepathy. Like, I can move things with my mind.
Yeah.
And like be able to manipulate people's minds, like the Jedi. I'm a Jedi master. I could just like, this does not concern you, and you wouldn't concern you. Turn around and try to kiss your own ass, and you would turn around and try to kiss your own ass. I mean,
that's too good. Next week, if I ask you the same question, it'll be a different answer, yeah?
Probably, because I will come up with a different idea by then.
Yep. All right, here's my favorite. If you could hang out with any cartoon character, who would you choose?
Beavis and Butthead.
Oh, which one? Or both together?
Both. You got to have both. You can't have one without the other.
Do you think Luke Bryan looks like him?
Not at all. Did you hear they're coming out with new episodes on Comedy Central?
I did not.
Yes, sir.
That would be awesome. Yeah. That's fun.
There's new ones coming out. Have to.
Yeah. It's a must.
Shut up, Butthead! I am the great Cornelio. I need to be from my bunghole.
Oh. What is your favorite part about the breeding hobby / business?
The people. The people. I mean, just, it's been great. Yeah. Wouldn't take it back for the world.
That's growing to be my favorite part too. Besides cutting eggs, I really love that.
That is, I mean, that's just adult Christmas. I mean,
yeah. Everybody says it, and it's very true.
It is, because you don't know what's there, and it's just like unwrapping, no cut.
Yep.
You get to see.
It's so exciting. Every egg is.
And it's like playing the lottery too. I mean, when you got these long shots and you could hit these snakes that are like, these triple visuals. Like if I hit a holy grail, I'm going to attempt a backflip. If I break my neck,
God.
I don't think I could contain myself if I.
And then when you stand up, you got to go right into the truffle shuffle.
And I mean, now if I could do a backflip, land it, do the truffle shuffle, like someone's better start paying me if I'm doing that.
All right, I'll pay you if you do that. I pay you. Yeah.
I'm getting close there without doing it. So just
What is
shaking my
your
belly's getting me there.
what is your go-to restaurant?
All right, so um, we have this little burger joint back here called the Wayback, and like I'm telling you, if you're ever in Central PA near State College, Pennsylvania, screw State College. Don't go there and get their commercialized, food that's been done over. Take a 20-minute drive to a city called Lock Haven to the Wayback, and the best burgers ever. You will
Yeah.
not be disappointed. Love them.
I'll have to note that.
The Wayback. That's what it's called.
The way back.
And you would pull in and you're going to go, this is a fucking gas station hamburger joint. What the hell? And it is. It's a hamburger joint on the side of a gas station, but
Yeah.
hands down best burgers ever.
Yeah, a lot of times those like side little tiny mom and pop places have the best food.
Yeah, I mean this one definitely does, and it's locally owned, and they use like local owned like produce. They get their produce and the meat from like local people, so everything's fresh, and it's just and they make smash burgers. They make their burgers the right way. They smash them, and it's just good. I don't know how to say it. It's just good.
They're just excellent.
You don't even have to bite it really. You just like put it in your mouth and wiggle, and it falls apart. Like
Okay. My last question for you in the hot seat is what would you like to be known for?
Just to be known to be a part of this community. Like if I could just simply be a part of this, I'd be happy because this is something that I put a lot of pride in, and like I really enjoy being a part of this. So if I'm simply known as to be a part of it, I would be fine with that.
Yeah, I feel that from you. You do a good job.
No, thank you.
That's all I got in the hot seat for you.
You got me a little. I mean, you got me thinking. You had the wheels turning, so I'll give you that.
All right, thank you.
It was fun. I liked it.
Yep.
Enjoyed it thoroughly.
Very good. I like it too. All right. Thank you everybody for coming up. And as always, don't forget to like, follow, and subscribe to No Remorph channel.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it, damn it. Get to the chopper.
Jamie with her trademark questions. Man, that gets me laughing. I have to mute myself back here with Ken going on. My God, I had tears going for some of that.
I should have. I was dying.
Thank you guys.
Man, you got into the superpower, and I lost it, man. I was rolling around the floor, and then we're here, and I see who was it talking about ASF running across their keyboard.
Will.
It was Will, yeah. I'm like,
yeah.
Well, wouldn't that be great if you could just go up to a person you don't like and be like, go make an ass of yourself? And they would go make an ass of themselves. Like, I mean, like, go ahead and do me wrong. I dare you, because I'm going to Jedi mind trick your ass and you're going to look stupid.
But you know what killed me is you're blasting through these. Like, it was no problem. And then we hit that one and you're like, it was this huge dilemma. You're like, oh man, I thought about this. And you started naming off all of the possibilities. It was great.
I asked that question. So there's been many times that I've thought about many different answers, and like, of course, invisibility would be cool, but I just think being able to, like, do the whole Jedi mind trick thing on people. I mean, you can manipulate. You can go to a bank teller and be like, that is my $3,000 in your drawer.
Yeah.
I mean.
Yeah.
You're getting all kinds of audience props. You got Shauna waving at you. You got Devin telling how much he appreciates you. You're a great
I love you guys
guest
too. You are all real people, and it's awesome. Like I can't be just happier to be a part of something like this is just great. We're awesome. I mean, I didn't even really realize that it was as special as it was until like I said, that guy from the 420 community said, what you guys got going over there, it's something special. And I just started watching it, like, and looking and paying attention more. And I mean, and we got to keep this together. And that's just like my biggest goal is more or less to keep this community a community. And I will fight till I'm done. Fight till I'm done. Keep it that way.
Right.
Well,
you guys do an amazing job over there. You guys are super welcoming. There's like nothing that offends you, nothing that bothers you. You guys shake it off, you laugh, you have a good time. And it's what we need to have,
Yeah, I mean,
It's exactly what we need.
we would be absurd to sit there and say we always agree and get along, because like there has been times in the past where people question things, but it's just like, you know what, like let's respect each other, and that's just it. We all respect each other as people, and we try to put each other's selves in each other's shoes. And when it comes down to the end of the day, is it really worth losing a friendship over just disagreeing? And it is not, like, not at all. Like, so
Yeah.
I mean, and we all understand that, and that's where we're at. And like, that goes for anyone. Like, I'm sure, like, I'm sure one day me and you're not going to agree on something, but as long as we're sitting there, saying, all right, I respect your opinion and I respect you as a person, like, but I just don't agree with that. You know what I mean? And it'd be all right. But there's a way you have to talk to people when you're trying to tell them you think they're wrong. And it's not, you're wrong. That's not the way to do it. Like that's
Yeah.
not how you do it.
Right. Yeah.
And we just
Well-
got to work on that as people.
And it's funny you bring that up. So reading, I go, I'm trying to think of which one it is. One of the forums, one of the ball python forums. I don't remember which one right now, but you go in there and you'll see people come in and they ask questions, right?
Right.
And people start to chime in, and then you get these people that are just so blunt, and you're an idiot because you don't know. You know what I'm saying? And we don't ever have this. That doesn't exist in our community. But you get outside of this, it's still there. It definitely is still there. You definitely see it in the forums, and I don't understand why people are like that, but I'm glad that we don't have that. So
yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
and I think it just goes back to we respect each other as breeders, and if that respect's there, and then there's nothing that could really come between people as long as you respect each other.
yeah,
Well, I've decided we're just always going to agree, Ken. Just make it
Well,
easy.
Well, I mean, I might just disagree with you now because you said that.
Right. I
Right.
figured
I
as much.
can't have someone agreeing with everything I say.
no,
No, of course not. And you wouldn't want to. I mean, that's the other side of it. That's the openness to a different idea is super critical. Not be closed minded and just assume that, hey, I've done this for X amount of time. I know everything, right?
I want to be wrong. I want people to say, "Hey, you're doing this wrong." Please, like, if you see something that you think that I could do better, please tell me. I'm not going to sit there and go, "Well, fuck you, asshole." Da, 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 da. I ain't
Yeah.
taking that. You know what I mean? No, it's
Yeah.
like, well, thank you. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I'll keep that in mind. I mean, excuse my language. I get out of hand times.
Oh, no, you're good. They'll slide out from me here and there. Ah, fuck. That kind of a deal, But no
Right.
big deal. You're cool. But yeah,
I
it's
know,
been
I
awesome,
know.
man. We're wrapping up though, because we are going on an hour and a half, and that's
That went by quick.
where it
did.
always does. It's always too
Yeah.
quick. But we'll have you back for sure. If you're willing to come back, I'd love to have you back too.
I'm always willing.
So
Always willing.
yeah, just to sit and BS if nothing else. But
If you ever have someone that backs out last minute, hit me up. I'll cover the hole.
awesome.
And-
I've always heard that
and-
about you. You're not afraid to cover a hole.
Not at all.
And-
I'll cover that. I'm right on it. I'm right on it.
But yeah, I
I'm in
think
there.
that's going to do it for the week because those East Coast people put up with us. I know it
Oh.
gets late out there, but goddamn, it's awesome that people
It's the
show
air.
up, they support us, and appreciate. And again,
Right on.
if you need sheds tested, don't go anywhere else. Hit Charlie up. If he doesn't
For
have
sure.
something for some reason, he's more than fine to send it on somewhere else. But if you can, use Charlie, best
My
guy
light
in the
just went
business.
off.
So see
It
that.
did.
My
on a
dog
timer.
just unplugged it.
Oh,
No, he's over there, like I said, wrestling around because I'm in the room, so they got to be in the room. They follow me everywhere, and I think they just unplugged it. But they knew,
Oh.
they heard you talking anyway. They're like, Dad's done anyway,
Yeah.
so we'll just unplug it.
well, in the backstage, you can plug it back in because we're going to talk to you in just a couple anyway. But we're going
Right
to
on.
close it out for the night. We're going to tell everybody bye and thanks again. And we'll get all our crew back here. Ken, super appreciated, man. Jamie, Jason, got anything else you want to add, or do we just close it out with we don't
Hey.
know who the guest is for sure next week?
Yeah,
I can
that's
pop up a trivia question or two.
Oh,
yeah. Let's do
we got to
trivia.
do trivia.
And
Damn
thank Ken. We got to thank Ken
Yes.
for the shuffle. Didn't cost us
Yes,
anything.
there he
either.
is, the shuffle.
Ah.
Now we're gonna bring him back out. We're gonna get Jamie in here. We
Too
have
funny.
everybody in for the trivia. So
I
sorry
just
about
wanted to
that,
take
Ken.
a minute. I just wanted to take a minute and say thank you to the audience. Thank you to everyone out there for the kind words. I just try to be me, and like I said, I'm for the community, by the community. Let's keep it together.
For sure.
100%.
Go, Jamie.
All right. Are you guys ready? Are we ready?
Yeah.
All
Oh,
right.
yeah, absolutely.
I'm going to start with this question. Ken cut a clutch today, 12 eggs. How many of them were highway?
Oh man, that's an easy, quick answer. Easy $10 for somebody.
I know that one.
I do too.
I even remember that one.
Oh,
There we go.
Wow.
Oh, look at that.
Will,
Yep.
Will's on.
rapid
Will's
fire.
hella
Will.
heat.
That's his first 10 too. I think that's his first Forge coin. He's
Yep,
been in
it
here
is.
quite a bit.
Yep,
But
yep.
8 out of 12. Could you believe that? 8 out of
That's good.
12.
that's crazy.
The odds
Will?
gods.
Will, you are on your way to a really nice sticker, my friend.
Hey, it's
Yes.
$10. He's almost got a T-shirt. So
Yeah.
Almost.
he's just got to twist somebody's arm and shuffle a couple bucks out of him. But when they crawl
they
out,
crawl,
it'll be
it'll be
3.
three.
He says.
I can tell from a highway to a yellow belly. I mean, I think you're going to be wrong there, Will.
Oh, Will is such a turd, man. He's always firing that stuff
I
out.
love the abuse.
Cracks
It's all
me up.
good.
Yeah. So that's it, guys. We're gonna leave Ken right out here to the end. We don't really have a closing because we don't know who it is next week. We're keeping the spot open. So mystery guest, but we're gonna find out. Thanks everyone in the chat. Appreciate you coming out every week. And come check us out Wednesday. We're going to have a show regardless. We're just not sure who's coming on. So.
We have a good idea.
Right on.
Yeah. We do have a good idea. It's just we don't want to make them commit. So.
Yeah.
All right. Much love. Peace. Thanks, everyone. Have a good Wednesday night and the rest of your week. Grind it out, folks.
See you tomorrow.
Take care.